Welcome back, listeners, to another episode of the Peculiar Stars Lifestyle Network. My name is Emmanuel. Today, I'm going to be talking about the simple but yet profound word, I am sorry. And also, I'm going to be looking at why people find it difficult to apologize, significance of apologies, and how it can mend relationship. If we are not going to lie, it is sometimes very difficult to, say that word, I am sorry. Especially when someone challenges you to apologize when you have done something. There is this ego that just comes that don't want you to utter that simple word, I am sorry. And I believe that if there is something that we shouldn't trivialize, it is relationship. And relationship are in different forms. It can be a romantic relationship. It can be relationship within the family. It can be relationship within your friends, maybe your peers. All these kinds of relationship is something that we cannot afford to lose. Sometimes, definitely, we might have to say goodbye to some people, but I believe it shouldn't be through conflict or misunderstanding. I believe we should be able to, iron things within ourselves, especially as adults, and misunderstanding shouldn't be something that we should not be able to, settle. If you are going to have a healthy relationship, it is important to know how to apologize and when to apologize. I strongly believe that there are some apologies that are not enough. So it is necessary that we know how to apologize. There is this popular story of a man, a very young man, that approached his father, and he was telling his father about his plans for marriage. And the first thing the father said was that he should say he was sorry. The young man was very confused that why should I say I am sorry when I have not done something wrong, and the father insisted that he should say the word I am sorry. Eventually the man said I am sorry, and the father said, now you are ready for marriage. The father was trying to explain to him that in marriage there are some times that you just have to say that word. It doesn't mean that you are guilty, it doesn't mean that you are weak, it doesn't mean that you have done something wrong. But if you really cherish the relationship between you and the person you are married to, you have to just apologize, to strengthen the bond between both of you. If you really cherish the relationship, you should not find it difficult to apologize. The lesson from that story, I believe, is not only applicable to married people. Yes. No matter the kind of relationship, conflict and misunderstanding are bound to occur. And when conflict occurs, the manner in which you handle the conflict matters a lot. I said earlier that there are some times that we might have to say goodbye to some people. Yes. But at the same time, we cannot also continue to fight everybody. We cannot continue to hurt people and move on. I believe that there is difference between saying sorry and saying I am sorry. When you say I am sorry, it shows that you are accountable, that you took the responsibility for your actions by accepting that you have done something wrong. It shows that you are genuine, taking the full blame of your action. Today, a lot of people take apology lightly. It may seem simple on the surface, but apology has the potential to heal, mend, and strengthen bond between people. It goes beyond the mere utterance of sorry. It involves taking responsibility for our actions and acknowledging the pain that we have caused and expressing genuine remorse. A lot of people just do some things and they don't feel remorseful. When you apologize for a particular thing that you have done, you must try as much as possible not to repeat the same mistake again. When you keep on repeating the same mistake or the same actions, it shows that you are not genuinely sorry for what you have done. And the person is not going to, accept that kind of apology. It takes courage, it takes understanding, it takes empathy, and it takes humility to be able to apologize. And if you are not humble, the ego will not allow you to genuinely apologize. You're just going to be saying it, and it will be very obvious that you do not mean what you are saying. So it is very important to know how to apologize and when to apologize. And I said earlier that some apologies are not enough. If we look at it in this digital age, for example, you hurt someone on the social media. Let's take, for example, maybe on Twitter. Maybe you commented on someone's post and you commented something that is very bad, maybe a hate speech, and maybe later on you find out that what you have done is not good, and you DM the person and you apologize. I believe that kind of apology is not enough. The same medium in which you used to hurt the person, you should be able to come out and apologize publicly, because everybody saw what you did on that social media platform. You should be able to use that same medium and come out and apologize. So going into the person's DM to apologize, I feel is not enough. Yes, culturally, apologies can vary. The way we apologize, the manner in which we apologize, it can also vary. So I believe maybe you've done something very, very terrible and you just apologize to the person once and you move on. I feel that also is not enough. Whenever you are together and maybe the case comes up again, you should always say, oh, I am very sorry for what I've done. There is a place of apologizing because you have done something wrong, and also I feel that there is also a place of apologizing even when you have not done something wrong. You are not guilty, but because of the relationship, because you cherish that relationship, you apologize just to keep the relationship and to understand yourself better. When the atmosphere is clear and everybody is calm, it is normal to communicate and talk about what really happened, and everybody is going to be alright. But when the atmosphere is heated, it is important that you control yourself and apologize, even though you are not guilty of what the person is accusing you of. Sometimes people feel when I apologize, it means people are going to blame me for what is happening. I'm going to be disrespected. People will not value me. All those kind of things make a lot of people refuse to apologize. But I believe it takes a level of maturity and understanding to apologize when you are not wrong. Also, sometimes if you refuse to see things from other people's perspective, you may think that you are always right. Sometimes you need to calm down and listen to what people have to say, and at the long run you might see that you have done something that is really terrible. And in such cases, it is important to genuinely apologize. And it's not just about saying, oh, I am sorry. You should know, I can feel what I have done. I can feel the pain that I have caused you, and I am genuinely sorry. The person that you are apologizing to should see the sincerity in you. So it is important to be humble when apologizing. Why do people find it very difficult to say sorry? Why do people find it difficult to apologize? If we bring it back home, we will see that a lot of parents find it very difficult to apologize to their children. When they wrong their children, they just sometimes ignore or just say sorry without being sincere about it. Let's take for example, maybe a child is being accused of misplacing a key in the house, for example, and later on they found the key in maybe the parents' room, and instead of the parents call the child and say, oh, we are sorry for accusing you of misplacing the key, we found it in our room and we are very sorry, they might just decide to ignore. They might just say, oh, if you have not misplaced the previous key, we wouldn't have accused you of misplacing this one. All those kind of things, and it is very wrong. It's definitely going to have an impact in the life of that child. So I believe that it is something that should be emphasized and encouraged, so that when the children have their own families, it will not be difficult for them to apologize to their children. And from there, I think people will learn how to apologize whenever they are wrong. To apologize effectively, I believe that you must acknowledge your mistakes without justifying it. it's not the time to start finding excuses and trying to justify what you have done wrong. It is the time to acknowledge that yes, you have done something wrong. And also you must express genuine remorse and empathy. Some people will say they are apologizing without being remorseful. You must show that you are really remorseful, and you must show that you are really sorry for what you have done, and you must make amendments by showing concrete actions to prevent it from repeating itself. You must try as much as possible not to repeat that thing that you have done towards that person. With this, you can be able to rebuild the trust that is between the both parties. If you really respect other people's feelings, you will not find it difficult to apologize. And a sincere apology demonstrates that you value the relationship and other people's emotions, even if you did not intend to hurt them. Apologies has a lot of significance, and I would also like to hear your views through the comment section. When you have a misunderstanding with, let's say, a close friend or one of your siblings, and you try to communicate and settle the misunderstanding, and you apologize, there is this feeling like a weight is lifted from your heart, and you just feel light, you feel happy. This is also a significance, and it helps your emotional well-being. There are a lot of significance. I feel it helps to rebuild trust. Someone that you trust, and maybe something happened and the person hurts you. If the person sincerely apologizes, it helps you to understand yourselves better and helps you to rebuild your trust for the person. A sincere apology can act as a healing balm for emotional pain, and it also helps to improve communication. Offering and accepting apologies opens the door to more open and honest communication. And finally, it can help you to mend broken relationship. I want to encourage you today to try as much as possible to resolve any conflicts that you might have had. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Why people find it very difficult to apologize, and who finds it more difficult to apologize in a relationship. Until next time, remember to please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Bye for now.